Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Everyday Conversations channel. I'm your host, Lily.
And I am your host, James. We are so happy that you are here with us today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Everyday Conversations. I'm Lily.
Hi everyone, I'm James. Thanks for joining us today.
Today's topic is how to train your brain to speak in English.
This is a common problem for learners. You know vocabulary, you understand grammar, but speaking feels slow.
And the main reason is simple. Many learners think in their first language, then translate, and then speak.
That extra translation step makes your speaking slower and less natural.
So the goal is to reduce translation and build a new habit, thinking in English.
That sounds big, but it doesn't have to be. You can train your brain with small daily steps.
Exactly. Today we'll share a practical system. It has 3 parts: thinking habits, input, and output.
Let's start with the first part, thinking habits.
When you want to speak better, your brain needs practice forming ideas directly in English.
The easiest way is to begin with short, simple sentences in your mind.
For example, instead of thinking one word like coffee, think a full idea. I want coffee, or I'm making coffee.
That changes your brain training. You're not memorizing vocabulary, you're building sentence patterns.
And these patterns are the real foundation of speaking.
You can do this all day in normal life. When you wake up, I'm awake. When you move, I'm going to the kitchen. When you look outside, it's sunny today.
It's important that these sentences are connected to real actions and real objects.
Because then English becomes linked to life, not linked to translation.
Exactly. That's the first training method, micro sentences throughout the day.
Short sentences, clear meaning, repeated many times.
Now let's move to the second part, input.
Input means English coming into your brain through listening and reading.
If you want to speak naturally, you need to hear natural patterns again and again.
This is like training your ear for the rhythm of English.
But the key is your input must be at the right level.
If it's too fast or too difficult, you won't learn patterns, you'll just feel lost.
So choose content that is easy enough to understand without stress.
For example, slow podcasts, simple YouTube videos, short conversations, beginner-friendly stories.
And it helps a lot if the topic matches your real interests.
Because if you enjoy the topic, you will listen more often, and consistency matters more than intensity.
Right. 10 to 15 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week.
Also, repetition is powerful. Listening to the same short episode multiple times builds automatic understanding.
First time, you understand the idea. Second time, you notice key phrases. Third time, your brain starts predicting the next sentence.
That prediction skill is what speaking requires.
Exactly. Speaking is basically real-time prediction plus vocabulary access.
Now the third part, output.
Output means English coming out, speaking or writing.
Many learners avoid output because they fear mistakes.
But mistakes are part of training. If you never produce English, your brain never learns to retrieve it quickly.
And you don't need a speaking partner to start.
You can do solo output, simple, practical, and private.
One method is to describe what you're doing in the moment.
For example, I'm making tea, I'm opening my laptop, I'm sending an email.
This method connects language to action and it builds speed.
Another method is to do a short daily recap.
2 minutes at the end of the day, what you did, where you went, what you plan for tomorrow.
Keep it simple. You're training fluency, not writing a perfect story.
You can also choose one topic and speak for 1 minute.
Like food, your job, your routine, your family, or your hobbies.
And if you want more structure, use a simple format: past, present, future.
Past, what happened today. Present, how you feel now. Future, what you will do tomorrow.
That gives your brain a clear path so you don't freeze.
Now an important question. How fast will this work?
Not overnight. Language learning takes time.
But the progress becomes noticeable when you practice daily.
Most learners don't fail because they're not smart.
They fail because they're inconsistent, or they use methods that don't match real speaking.
If you use micro-sentences, quality input, and daily output, you will improve.
And your confidence grows because your brain starts building automatic responses.
Another key mindset is being patient with yourself.
Speak even when it feels imperfect. That is how fluency is built.
Also, keep your English environment friendly.
Choose content you enjoy, choose topics you like, make practice feel normal.
The best plan is one you can repeat every day without stress.
Before we finish, let's give listeners a simple 7-day plan.
Day 1 to day 7, do 3 things daily.
First, 20 micro sentences in your head throughout the day.
Second, 10 minutes of easy listening.
Third, 2 minutes of speaking practice alone.
That's it. Small steps repeated daily.
And after 1 week, you'll notice that forming sentences becomes easier.
After a month, you'll feel faster and more comfortable speaking.
Let's close with a question for you.
What is one habit you can start today to train your brain to speak English?
You can write your answer and say it out loud, even if it's just 1 sentence.
Thanks for listening to Talk Everyday Conversations.
We'll see you next time. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Everyday Conversations. I'm Lily.
Hi, everyone. I'm James. This is the final part of our podcast on how to train your brain to speak in English.
In the first part, we talked about the core idea. Speaking becomes easier when you reduce translation and build habits, thinking habits, input, and output.
In this final part, we're going deeper and making everything more practical. We'll talk about why learners freeze, how to build automatic sentences, how to practice alone, how to practice with people, and how to create a weekly plan that actually works.
We'll also share a few emergency phrases you can use when your mind goes blank.
Exactly. Because it's not just about learning English, it's about being able to use English under pressure during a call, in a meeting, or in a real conversation.
All right, James, let's start with the most common moment for learners, the freeze.
The freeze happens when you know what you want to say, but you can't produce it quickly.
You feel stuck. Your brain searches for vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation all at the same time.
And usually you also start translating.
So the first thing we need to understand is the freeze is not a sign you're bad at English.
It's a sign your brain is doing too many steps at once.
If the brain has to translate, choose grammar, and choose vocabulary, it will slow down.
So our goal is to reduce the number of steps.
Which means build automation.
Automation means you don't build sentences from zero each time. Your brain reuses patterns.
And patterns are the real secret of fluent speaking.
Let's give an example. If you want to talk about your routine, you don't need to invent a new sentence every day.
You can reuse a pattern like, I usually, and then add different details.
I usually wake up at 7. I usually drink tea. I usually check my messages.
You're using one strong frame again and again.
So today, we'll give you a set of core speaking frames and show you how to practice them like brain training.
Let's start with 5 frames that cover most of your real life.
Frame 1. I usually, for habits.
Frame 2. Right now I'm, for what's happening now.
Frame 3. Today I, for daily recap.
Frame 4. I need to, for tasks and responsibilities.
Frame 5. Next I will, for plans.
Now we'll expand these frames and show how to practice them like brain training.
First frame. I usually.
This is one of the most powerful speaking patterns because it helps you talk smoothly about your life.
For example, I usually get up at 7. I usually go to work by bus. I usually eat lunch at 2.
And you can use it for opinions too. I usually prefer tea. I usually like quiet places.
Now here's a training tip. Choose one frame and do a 10-sentence sprint.
That means you say 10 sentences quickly using the same frame. For example, with I usually, you can do I usually wake up early, I usually drink coffee, I usually check my messages.
It doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is speed and comfort.
And if you can do 10 sentences, your brain starts to treat that frame like a normal tool.
Frame 2. I'm right now for what's happening now.
This frame helps you speak in the present moment, and it's perfect for solo speaking practice.
Because you can always talk about what you're doing right now.
Right now, I'm sitting. Right now, I'm listening to a podcast. Right now, I'm learning English.
And it's also useful in conversation when someone asks, "What are you doing?"
Exactly. Now, frame 3. Today,
This frame is perfect for building storytelling in a simple way.
Today, I worked. Today, I met a friend. Today, I studied for 15 minutes.
And it trains past tense naturally without heavy grammar study.
Also, when learners struggle with past tense, this is a friendly way to practice it.
Frame 4. I need to.
This is extremely practical because in real life, we always have tasks.
I need to call my doctor. I need to finish my report. I need to buy groceries.
This frame also helps in work English.
Yes, I need to send the update. I need to review the document.
And it gives you an easy way to speak with purpose.
Frame 5. Next, I will, for plans.
This trains planning and future tense without stress.
Next, I will go to the gym. Next, I will reply to my emails. Next, I will take a break.
Now, James, let's address a key question. Many learners say, I know these patterns, but I still can't speak in real conversations.
That's where pressure comes in. In conversation, you also have emotions, fear, embarrassment, stress.
So we need strategies for speaking under pressure.
The first strategy is to use stalling phrases, also called thinking phrases.
These phrases give you a few seconds to plan.
And they also make you sound natural because native speakers use them constantly.
Here are some excellent stalling phrases. Let me think. That's a good question.
One moment.
How can I say it?
I'm not sure, but...
What I mean is...
Now, another pressure strategy is to simplify your message.
Many learners try to say something advanced and they get stuck.
So the rule is, if you freeze, switch to simple English.
Simple English is not childish. Simple English is clear.
If you can speak simply and clearly, you are communicating successfully.
Let's give an example. Suppose you want to say something complex like, I was contemplating the implications of that decision.
That's difficult for many learners, but you can say, I was thinking about that decision.
Much easier and still correct.
Now, let's talk about solo training because many learners don't have partners.
The truth is, you can train a lot alone if you follow a structured method.
The best solo method is commentary speaking.
Commentary speaking means you narrate what you're doing, like a sports commentator.
For example, I'm opening my laptop. I'm checking my email. I'm writing a reply.
Or in the kitchen, I'm washing vegetables. I'm cutting onions. I'm adding salt.
This method is powerful because it connects English to real actions.
And that reduces translation. You see it, you say it.
Another solo method is 1-minute topics.
You choose a topic and speak for 1 minute.
Topics like your job, your hometown, your daily routine, your favorite food, your weekend plans.
Then you repeat the same topic again tomorrow.
On day 1, you struggle. On day 2, you're faster. On day 3, you sound more natural.
Repetition is not boring. Repetition is training.
Now, let's talk about input again, but in a more advanced way.
Many learners listen, but they don't improve speaking because they listen passively.
So we recommend active listening.
Active listening means you do something small while you listen.
For example, you copy one sentence and repeat it.
Or you write down 3 useful phrases.
Or you pause and answer a question from the speaker.
Another powerful technique is shadowing.
Shadowing means you repeat immediately after the speaker, copying rhythm and pronunciation.
Start with very easy audio, 10 seconds at a time.
And repeat the same 10 seconds 3 times.
This trains your mouth and your ear together.
Now, we should talk about consistency.
Consistency is the biggest predictor of success.
Many learners try to study in big sessions and then stop for a week.
But your brain learns language better with small daily contact.
So here's a realistic daily plan that most people can do.
Step 1. 2 minutes of micro-sentences in your head during your normal life.
Step 2. 10 minutes of easy listening.
Step 3. 2 minutes of speaking output alone.
Step 4. 1 minute of repeating one useful phrase 10 times.
That is 15 minutes.
And if you do 15 minutes daily, your brain changes.
Now, for people who want a weekly structure, we can give a 7-day plan.
Day 1. Talk about your morning routine using I usually.
Day 2. Describe your room using right now I'm and I see.
Day 3. Recap your day using today I.
Day 4. Talk about tasks using I need to.
Day 5. Talk about plans using next I will.
Day 6. Retell a short story you heard in your input.
Day 7. Repeat day 1 and compare. Notice how you feel faster.
Now let's talk about mistakes because many learners fear them.
Mistakes are normal. In fact, mistakes are required.
If you never make mistakes, you're probably not pushing yourself.
So instead of thinking mistake equals bad, think mistake equals information.
Every mistake shows you what you need to practice.
And if you want a simple correction method, use the quick fix.
The quick fix is correct, repeat, move forward.
Example, he goes to work. Okay, and then
You correct, you repeat once, and you move forward.
that way you do not break the conversation.
Now, before we finish, let's give listeners a set of emergency phrases.
These are